Mirage Khan against Natthawut. Let's head across to the main man, John Nutt.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, races, creeds, colors, welcome to the Marina Bay Sands, the home of champions for the Roar of Singapore 5, the Kings of the Lion City, Ringstar boxing at its finest, Singapore. Make some noise! What we have in store for you this evening is 4 bouts of the sweet science, baby. In charge of the action is the IBO and the WBC Asia, and we've got title fights. It's all about title fights. We're handing out straps here in Singapore. Again, make some noise, Lion City! I am John Nutt, your host with the most. Let's get up and let's get ill, fight fans. I want to bring out our first fight of the night, WBC Asia Continental Light Heavyweight Action. 10 3-minute rounds. Let's get up and let's get ill, Singapore. This is the Roar of Singapore. Blue corner, bring him out.
Here he comes, the young man, just 19 years of age from Thailand, 150 Muay Thai bouts to his name, and 10 boxing bouts, heavy-handed, 5 KOs from his 7 wins. And Mike, it shows that you cannot underestimate these guys from Thailand, particularly when he has so many bouts to his name.
Well, you know, when you find a guy from Thailand coming out of that country and fighting, you know that he has the pedigree of being a fighter. A lot of people from Thailand, fighters, they start off with Muay Thai when they cross over to boxing. And this guy, 19 years old, with a good record. When I say good record, we don't know what he has, but I know he will come fighting with heart. And also, he is here to get this win against Mirage Khan, Mirage.
Natthawut Masamin, the Thai middleweight champion.
Blue corner is in the Ringstar ring. The squared circle of the evening, Marina Bay Sands. Let's bring out his opponent, fighting out of the red corner.
The Miracle Man, indeed. You cannot touch this. Andrew Whitelaw. He's a guy we've watched evolve since his KO loss to Ryan Ford, and he's just gone from strength to strength.
That he has, Mike, that he has. The Miracle Man. He claims to have been too serious in this camp, and now it's time to loosen up. Look at the demeanor. He means business. Surely he cannot underestimate his younger opponent, Natthawut. He needs to make a statement here, and as the favorite, he needs to be convincing. He needs to show that this is his boxing ring. He's a Malaysian fighting in Singapore, but he has swagger, he has the range, and now it's time to do the business.
He's certainly enjoying his ring walk, the Miracle Man, Mirage Khan. Very relaxed, and just a touch of hyperactivity. Well, let's have a look at how they stack up. Experience in the favour of Mirage Khan in professional boxing. But just remember, when you look at Natthawut, 2 of those losses came when he was just 15 years of age. Orthodox versus Southpaw. Mirage Khan, clearly the taller of the 2. Natthawut is going to have to bridge the gap and make up the distance with that overhand left.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first bout of the evening, and it is Championship WBC Asia Continental Light Heavyweight title on the line. 10 3-minute rounds of the sweet science. First, your fighter out of the blue corner. He is the challenger and comes in at 19 years of age with 7 wins, 5 of which are by knockout. He stands 172 centimeters tall and weighed in at 76 kgs. Fighting out of Sai Kiao Boxing Gym and coming to you from the beautiful kingdom of Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome for Natthawut Masamin! His opponent standing across the squared circle. He needs no introduction to the roar of Singapore Ringstar crowd. He is the age 28 with 8 wins, 4 of which are by knockout. He weighed in at 77 kgs and stands 188 centimeters. Coming to you from Alex's Boxing School and repping Malaysia, he is the Miracle Man, Mirage Khan! 10 3-minute rounds of WBC Asia Continental Light Heavyweight Championship of the world here in the Marina Bay Sands. This is the roar of Singapore. When the action gets started, we have 3 judges at ringside and 1 referee in charge of the action. Marina Bay Sands, make some noise for WBC Asia Championship action. Fighters, see your referee.
Well, our third man in centering, General Renaissance.
Anytime. What is sportsmanship? You any question? No. Yeah, anyway.
Well, the simple instructions all fighters will know. Protect yourself at all times. Mirage Khan coming out of the red corner. Natthawut out of the blue corner. The southpaw from Thailand, just 19 years of age. I noticed both these guys, Mike, have lost their sweat, and that's pretty important early. You need to come in warm. You need to make sure you're all sweated up, because the last thing you need is to get caught cold.
You know, that's very true. You have to come in warmed up already, ready to fight 10 rounds of championship boxing. And Mirage Khan, previously, just yesterday, said he didn't want to, he's not used to fighting very short opponents. But right now, he has a height advantage, really clearly. But the young guy, 19 years old, has a age advantage over the 28-year-old Mirage Khan.
The Miracle Man towering over Natthawut. The impetus as a champ on him. Cannot take Natthawut lightly, though. A man with 160 Muay Thai fights and not a mark on him.
Well, yeah, they always say with the fighters that have had a few fights and still look pretty, they're either very strong on their defense or very, very good with their offense. And you cannot underestimate that Thai boxing experience, also with 10 professional boxing bouts. Starting off looking for the straight left to the body, not lifting the right hook over the top as of yet. I think Mirage Khan, he's a little bit tense. He wants to get on his game early, just needs to relax, loosen up. Remember, this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. 10 by 3. Good body shot there by the southpaw from Thailand.
There's also a huge weight difference between the two. The Thai came in at 163 pounds and Mirage came at 174. So you don't know where that's going. Will speed go for Natthawut and be an advantage, or will the size and the weight of the punches of Mirage Khan be in play in this fight?
Mirage Khan just wants to keep his range there, just tapped a little bit by that straight left. Natthawut, when he got inside, he went to go to work straight away with that right hook to the body. That's going to the spleen region, of course, with the southpaw. The lead hand, the right hand side, ducks underneath the jab, heavy body shot there. It's very nonplussed. 19 years of age, but so composed.
And I think Mirage is being sucked into the game plan of Natthawut. He's the one trying to come in, not throwing the jab. Notice Mike, Andrew, he's not throwing the jab as much as we would expect.
Got to keep him at distance. Natthawut diving inside, throwing the overhand left.
In fact, to me, he's been connecting. Natthawut has been connecting several units left. Look at that, it's inside. Mirage coming in, is right at top of the ring. When we're seeing all this, he's really bringing the fight to Natthawut. But Natthawut just blocking him.
We're not seeing the same level of swagger, are we, that we saw in the walkout. He does look stiff, Mirage.
Well, he landed a straight right, just went below the chin. Natthawut working that left hand. He's very relaxed too. Well, you have to say, although Mirage Khan may have been the aggressor, I feel like Natthawut landed the cleaner shots and did the better work. Mirage Khan just needing to take a breath, step back and reevaluate his game plan.
Well, here they are up against the ropes. Mirage Khan trying to throw the left to the body. Natthawut giving as good as he got though, and landing.
No, this is what we were talking about, Andrew, a while ago. This was happening at Tapas, and that Mirage was bringing the
always on your side. Fair price, on fair price, on.
Mirage Khan needs to get control with his lead hand, his left hand. Use that to set up the straight right and keep the young teenage Thai at range and on the end of his leverage with that solid right hand that comes through. Round 2 underway.
We do know that Mirage has that jab. He hasn't been using it in the first round and is giving away. I think, no, in my scorecard unofficially, I gave that round to Natthawut.
Khan just pouring with the jab. That's better work just going downstairs. Needs to be cautious of the right hook. But once he takes care of the lead hand of the southpaw, gets his lead leg on the outside, and then he starts to control center ring. That's where he wants to be. And again, he's now starting to draw the Thai on a little more. Just a step back right hand wouldn't hurt him, but he's against the ropes. Just for the uppercut. Again, that's a short punch. And Natthawut doubling up with his right hook to the body and head.
But that uppercut will surely be an important part of the arsenal of Mirage Khan. As Natthawut moves in, the uppercut will catch him.
He's calling down with that right hook again. Earlier on it was the left hand. Mirage Khan needs to get on his bike. He's been in plenty of wars. Natthawut just coming on, moving his head well. Very cocky, very composed for such a young man. He's gaining a lot of confidence. Needs to be cautious though. Overthrew there, and Mirage Khan just clipped him with the step back right hand left hook.
Lovely hand movement, wasn't it? And he's winning admirers in the crowd here, the youngster. For once, Mirage Khan, not the underdog. You spoke about that beforehand. We're so used to him fighting Chase Hellboy Haley.
Good right hand there off, and again that came off the jab. Solid left hook on the shoulder. Natthawut looking to slide that left hand in inside the jab. Moves his head on the outside, and he throws, he slings that right hook. Typical Thai style, very, very hard.
You were talking about the good foot being stepped out. Either you're a lefty, southpaw, you step out to your right, or the right-handed fighter in the Mirage stepping to his left. But right now, as you see it, if you guys can see it from out there, look at the feet. The right foot of Masamin is actually moving out more than Khan's foot going out.
Well, that's a southpaw riddle often that you have to solve. You don't get too many of them, so Mirage Khan perhaps needing to do his learning on the trot. Remember, he came from an MMA and kickboxing background. Good uppercut. Again, that one came off the jab. So maybe he's not too experienced with the southpaws, and a shorter southpaw at that. A little bit of a riddle to solve.
No, he's right in front of us right now, and he stepped down, talking about the what, he stepped out and connected with the left straight lead. He may not be hurting Mirage Khan, but I think he's confusing the champion at this point.
Khan just, his left hand's a little bit too close to him as well. He needs to just stretch it out just a touch. Look to come over the top, control the lead hand. Good uppercut there. Hook just bouncing off the temple, off the right hook. Round 2 goes to the cards. Natthawut continued to impress, but a better round for Mirage Khan. Perhaps not quite enough, Michael Chosa, to take it on the judges' scorecards though.
Natthawut, this is what he does so effectively. Steps in, used the straight left, then the 1-2. And that was better with the jab from Mirage. He's got to do more of that, then the combination.
Well, in that exchange, Andrew, he followed up with the right hand but did not connect. Only one jab connected. Now he's throwing the jab, but the right hand is not connected. landing.
Again, that's not unusual with the Thai fighters,
I agree,
particularly
I agree.
coming from a kickboxing background.
Down
Mirage Khan, let's see if he can figure out the riddle of the southpaw. Doubles up on his jab early. Natthawut just continuing to look for opportunities to slip the lead hand, slide his left hand in, work that right hand to the body. Mirage Khan, he's got his hand on the inside, and that's why Natthawut's able to reach him. He's not controlling the lead hand. A couple of good left hooks there. And Mirage, I think, Mike, he's not sort of taking half a step back and trying to counterfight. He's just looking to come forward off the 1-2.
You know what I'm missing, Mike, is the double jab. He only throws one jab, and that allows his opponent to come in with the left straight lead. Now he misses with the right. Now he's in the corner. He's backing up. This round, he's the one who's been backing up.
And Mirage Khan, he's actually getting caught staying a little bit too upright. There was the double jab that Mike Achosa talked about. But he's upright. He pauses for a moment in the kill zone. That's allowing Natthawut to steal points back. There's that overhand right hook again, followed up with the left hook. Khan took it better this time.
Natthawut looks to be relishing the contrast in styles. Frequently see him smiling.
He's actually using it correctly, in fact. He's luring Mirage inside, and when Mirage is moving back, he's attacking.
Better work from Mirage Khan, getting his hands busy on the inside and controlling him on the way out. But he just needs to be cautious. He cannot pause in the kill zone because that's what Natthawut's waiting for. Looking to loop those shots over the top.
You know, there's some things you cannot teach a boxer, and I think Natthawut has that. He has the instinct. Clearly, he knows how to move. He goes around, ducks under the jab, comes in when he needs it, and there's courage in that. Because again, you have to understand, Mirage Khan is so much taller with a reach advantage, and this guy is getting into that zone.
Khan, though, is now starting to go to work. He's got slightly better combinations on the inside. Good slip of the left hand from Khan. Lands a hook right hand as he pushes, backs Natthawut up for one of the first times in the bout. Again, slip the left hand.
A little bit of sensitivity under the left eye of Mirage. Being caught with that overhand.
Oh, there was an overhand left. That one just grazed off the right eye. He's got high cheekbones, Mirage Khan, too, so prone to a bit of puffiness.
You know, but that left straight lead that's being thrown by Natthawut is connecting.
Mirage he's starting to vary up a little more, varying his leads, that digging left hand to the body.
You can actually negate that with two options. One is a double jab, which I talked about, and the right straight lead. But he's not going.
A good finish with a flourish, Mirage Khan. He's still fighting on the inside, but his combination punching is better as a professional. Perhaps the first round in the books to Khan. Did better work with the lead hand and finished with a flourish with big punching combinations.
Mirage Khan lashing out in anger towards the end of the round, almost frustrated with himself perhaps. It was a strong finish from the Miracle Man, much more like it from the Malaysian.
Just look at the way Natthawut walks away in the corner though. Look at him. He's playing to...
Hi, welcome to Spartans Boxing Club. We're a community-based gym in Singapore. We teach real boxing, have awesome members, and have lots of fun. Franchise opportunities are available now across Asia Pacific.
I think enough for him to win that round.
Round 4 underway. Mirage Khan, black trunks with the white trim. Natthawut, the blue and yellow. It's the tale of two fighters. The short, diminutive southpaw looking to land or slide that lead hook inside the jab of Mirage Khan. Mirage Khan trying to take control with the lead hand. Just a little bit stiff still. Needs to put that left hand to work and help himself find a way to land that right hand.
You see the smaller man egging the bigger man to come in. There's the courage is building up and the confidence level of the fighter. It's building.
That's
straight again connecting.
Well, it came off the right uppercut. He varied from the right hook, came with the uppercut. And you know, look, Mirage Khan's playing back at him, but it kind of means the Thai's starting to suck him into his rhythm. Khan, again, he's moving, but he's not pouring with that left hand. He's not using good hand control at this point, which is critical against the southpaw. Long left hook from Khan.
We spoke about the swagger of Mirage Khan before this fight, but Natthawut, who would have been something of an unknown quantity to this Singaporean crowd. My word, he's got character, he's got personality.
Wow, here they go. Showboat in costume there, Mirage Khan. Landed the shots, Natthawut still smiling. Been in a lot of fights. The referee is asking him to just quieten down a bit, but it's all part of the show right here at Marina Bay Sands. He is the underdog, but he's certainly a live underdog. Gets a jab for his troubles there. A lot of those right hands he's taking on his left glove, so although Mirage Khan's touching him, Mike, they're not landing clean.
But so far, the busier fighter in this round is Mirage Khan. So that has points for the judges. When you watch, you have to be busy. If it connects, good. If it doesn't, as long as you're busier, that is an advantage.
Mirage Khan, aggression often wins when all other things are equal. He's landing that lead hand. Good right hand there, taken well by Natthawut. Referee hasn't had to do a lot. Good head movement once again from the young Thai. He does vary up that right uppercut on the inside. He takes the options that are presented to him.
Yeah, I think that's the key with this guy. He's young. He moves very well, and you know how the way he reacts. It's quick. He goes under it. He steps back. He rocks back. This does not allow Mirage Khan to make connections on a regular basis. He misses a lot.
Mirage doing some good work there, going upstairs, downstairs, through the right hand to the body, came upstairs with the left. When he lands the left hand, he starts to land the right hand off it.
Going into this fight, Mirage Khan, the aggressor in this round.
Nice little combination in reply from Natthawut, but Mirage Khan starting to work his way back into the fight. Unofficially on our scorecards, perhaps 2 rounds apiece in this 10-round WBC Asia Continental Light Heavyweight contest.
You gotta love this. This is what the crowd responded to. Not only some good combinations, some real swag from the Thai. Just look at it and love it.
Marina Bay Sands, Ringstar.
You'd expect that from Mirage, but that's unexpected from the Thai.
Well, look at the response. How do you think he feels about it? Here's how he feels.
Fight Sports HD. Now available on StarHub Channel 212.
The halfway point, round number 5. Many didn't expect the Thai to last this far, but he's shown more than a good account so far. It's probably even Stevens in this bout.
The Thai doesn't look like he's going anywhere, Natthawut. He's been forged out of fire in Lumpini Stadium. He's been in wars, he's been in clinches, and Mirage Khan, we know, has been in his own wars right here in Singapore.
So I think the doubt that we had for this young Thai fighter, does he have it? Is he here to really fight? He's already proven that. This is already the 5th round, and he's fighting back. But I noticed that he slowed down a bit already, and that Mirage is stepping up in his attack.
Well, that's the difference between focusing purely on your boxing and working cross code. Mirage Khan, he ate a good right hook there, following up from a left hand that narrowly grazed. He needs to remain cautious. General Ratasanton, the referee, we'll just call him the general. He just cautioning Natthawut to keep those shots up, slapping on the left ear, right ear rather, of Mirage Khan. Better from Khan though, the way he's using his lead hand just as a defensive barrier to keep the shorter fighter at the edge of his power.
This is a pivotal round now in the contest. Talked about the onus being with the champ, but here's where he needs to show it. This is my town, this is my promotion, albeit the Malaysian, but he's the champ. And the younger fighter needs to be shown.
Is that he turns over that right hook. It's a Russian-style bolo right hook, a version of Lomachenko throws very well himself. Now you can see when they're out at range here, it's a battle of the lead legs. And Natthawut just trying to draw him in and throw that counter left hand there. On that occasion, Khan didn't fall for it. He's finding his range a little better, Michael Chosa. Just learning on the job against the southpaw.
Well, Natthawut is slowing down a bit. No, he's not moving as quick and as fast as he was moving in the first and the second round. But you see the conditioning level of Mirage Khan.
He's starting to telegraph that overhand left. It's not coming as swiftly. It's not landing.
Better work from the head movement of Mirage Khan. Just got to be cautious. You see him just sneaking in. And that allows the Thai to find that left hand that he loves so much. Good body shot. The left hook rolled off the shoulder. Mirage Khan, he's just a little tense though. He's missing a lot of those shots. Trying to overload just a little. He's better to touch him up, score the points, and not overbalance by committing too much.
Well, the corner of Mirage, I think, saw something, and they were egging him on in the last 20 seconds. But right now, he's just finishing this round, and I think the round again goes to Khan.
Yeah, Khan finishing strong, although Natthawut snuck out of the corner. He doesn't have the same sting he exhibited in the first couple of rounds. Well, here we go later on this evening, the super bantamweight world title. Pulasan Bunda, two-time world champion. He looks relaxed, and I tell you what, talking to them backstage, very, very confident of victory tonight. And the chosen
Ringstar,
one,
Marina Bay
Ridwan.
Sands.
We will see later on,
Telegrams
after just
brings
11
him
fights,
to round
whether
6.
he is capable of taking on such an experienced veteran in Pulasan Bunda.
This is the place I call home.
Just a change in the demeanor there in the corner of Natthawut, Mike. Just noticed he just looked a little bit more gassed, a little bit more ragged, and the eyes tell so much. They're a little bit downcast.
Well, clearly the conditioning level of the young Thai is in question at this point. No? We've seen him slow down in the third, fourth, and fifth. He is not moving as much. He's not initiating contact or moving that right foot, as you said, that a southpaw would normally do. Now, being more busy is Mirage Khan.
Heavy jabs from Mirage Khan. What Khan is doing too is the Thai's now starting to buy into his leads. He's buying into some of his fakes, and Khan is varying his lead and his pace from time to time. Not able to move his head and get out of the way so much. Not sure why the referee intervened there.
Much better snap on the jab as the fight's worn on for Mirage Khan. He can sense the momentum shifting in his favor.
And he's moving backwards a little better too. The Thai trying to press the pace, trying to reverse the trend, which has been Khan coming forward. And Khan actually looks a little better when he's backing up and drawing him onto shots. Slipped the left hand, came with a right hand of his own, narrowly missed.
Khan is trying to connect with that right straight, you know, as he moves back. And at the same time that Natthawut is moving forward. Because he hasn't connected cleanly with that right hand. But slowing down, clearly is not enough.
Big right hand there from Khan. That one landed. Natthawut took it well, but I think he was wobbled momentarily. Good head movement though. Khan just needing to slow down a bit because the Thai recomposed himself, played a little bit of possum on the ropes.
You know, this is a situation that they had in the first and the second round wherein Natthawut was luring Mirage Khan inside.
Left hook again. Now the Thai wavering like sails in the wind. Punches from the Miracle Man. Natthawut. Can he get up? He's just showing us something now. It's too little, too late. Mirage Khan brings it home in a round number 6. A clean KO victory. Natthawut taking a succession of punches, left and right hooks, and Mirage Khan in the end.
With JoJo Me, you can find like-minded friends and at the same time earn J-Cash to spend. Just download JoJo Me on Google Play and App Store right now. It's free, always.
The enthusiasm of the young shone through for the Malaysians.
That's exactly what the Mirage Khan had. The discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the Marina Bay Sands, please again, remember there are no losers in the Ringstar ring. Give it up for the TIE fighter, ladies and gentlemen. He put it all on the line. The heart and the guts that he showed deserve our
It was a
round of
barrage
applause.
punches. Caught him with the right hand and the left hook and finished with the coup de grace. 1-2. Natthawut just simply took too many shots.
Mirage, please, to your referee.
As we await Natthawut coming out of the corner, we see that famous
Another
green
round of
belt
applause,
about to
ladies
be
and gentlemen,
presented.
for both of these absolute warriors. As I said again, there are no losers in the Ringstar ring, but we have to have a winner. And with that being said, after 1 minute and 47 seconds into round number 6, your winner and still champion, Miracle Mirage Khan. .147 of round 6, WBC Asia Continental Light Heavyweight title goes again to the Miracle Man, Miracle Mirage Khan.
Promoter Scott Patrick O'Farrell, he is highly animated. Mirage Khan had to solve a riddle, and as is a reward, he takes home the WBC Light Heavyweight Asia Continental strap.
There was a real sense of finesse about this one from Mirage Khan. The belief came back to him. He was a little bit stiffer than we're used to at the start of this fight, but when he smelt the blood in the water, it was vicious, it was precise, it was exact. Look at that right, then the left hook, and the straight right. Wow.
As we were talking about it, Andrew, the maturity really is kicking in for Mirage Khan. And when you talked to him the other day, he has a clear vision of where he wanted to go. He said top 50 in the world. And that tells you that he's working on his game. And clearly tonight, what we saw is that he was